Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcasts, and on TV, the terrific Bill Simmons. Bill, great to have you.
And now for somebody who's playing a video game at 3 in the morning. That's my next. That's the next phase for me.
But isn't this a great venue for
This is great.
I know.
This is great. They're half asleep. My voice is waking them up. I'm excited.
Bill Simmons is terrific.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up. I'm talking to you.
DA, take it away.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Well, you want to talk about efficiency. In less than 25 minutes a game, Domantas Sabonis averaged over 9 rebounds, hit nearly 60% from the field. There's a three-point threat, and he came off the bench.
And a great contract. I mean, one of the best value guys in the league because, you know that he can play on a playoff team and get big minutes. And I think the most interesting thing for me with him is I'm not sure him and Turner should be on the same team. I think he could be the kind of stretch 5 who can also go inside and bang some bodies for a really good team. And when you have him and Turner together, it's just too easy to go small and kind of exploit one of them. At some point, they're going to have to pick between those two guys. And it might even be right now. Like literally right now, this second, now that I've mentioned it.
You guys are watching the game.
Yeah.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard. Now Oladipo after the missed 3 from Trae Young. 5 to shoot. Back to Turner. The 3. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Turner's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Pacers. Passes it to Herter. Now Capella, guarded by Oladipo. And here's Young, coming off 31 points last game. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think you would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Now Hunter, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Herter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Here's Brogdon, and Capella sends it back. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Brogdon. Shots good from Young. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. By the way, what a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch 4s who don't guard anybody. Yeah. That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
You are. You're a great screen
set
setter.
some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Oladipo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Victor Oladipo won't back down from a challenge. He isn't afraid of getting a little bit nasty if the defense sort of sets the tone.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79%. on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
That one misses. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. With the teardrop. And that one is off.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Outside Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Brogdon from the arc. That shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Young pass to Herter. You know, Bill, Indiana's a huge basketball state. Lots of love for the high school game, certainly the college game, but support of the Pacers has been a little inconsistent at times.
Yeah, I blame the Pacers because they should never have less than 3 players from Indiana University on the team at all times. Indiana people really love people who went to high school or college in Indiana. And I think that's one of the reasons they've responded to Oladipo like they have. Not only is he great, but he's actually an IU guy. I would always have at least 4. They should have all the Zellers. Anybody who's played
all
at
3
Indiana.
of those Zellers, then maybe the dad can come back and play too.
Yogi Ferrell,
yes.
all those dudes. They should all be on the Pacers.
Now, here's Oladipo. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. Here's Herter. He's covered by Warren. Herter, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Knocks it loose. Hunter with it. Brogdon picks him up. Lobbed up there for Collins. No good that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Sabonis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
For Indiana, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
You know what? There seems to me to be an infectious energy when we're talking about Domantas Sabonis. This is a big man with a great future in the NBA.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year for somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32. even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people can compete better.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Oladipo outside. Sabonis kicks to Brogdon. Six to shoot. Sabonis finds Brogdon. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Teague.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And the deal keeping the Pacers in Indianapolis for 25 more years, almost $300 million in public subsidies billed to renovate and expand the arena and the area around the arena.
So the public paid for this?
Some of it, a lot of it, but maybe not all of it.
If the arena was such a good deal, why doesn't the rich guy pay for it?
I think the Pacers are at least kicking in $65 million.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice of them.
Outside Warren. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now Hunter. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana, trailing by 2. Brogdon outside. Sabonis trying to get open. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Oladipo. Brogdon's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Young pass to Capella. Lets a floater go. Got a piece of it. Oladipo outside. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Carter comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Young. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know. Just like work, yeah. Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. I never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. On offense, here are the Pacers. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. McConnell passes to Bitadze. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedman. That's his first foul. Bembry's checked in for Hunter. Here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. On the pass to Bitadze. A rebound by Carter. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to New York. Lamb, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Elbow. 2.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors? And we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Dedman kicks to Reddish. A floater. That's tipped.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Teague following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. And Teague, here we go. He can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Down low. Rebounded by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Here's Reddish. Kept alive by Atlanta, and it's blocked. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Holiday. The Hawks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Teague against Holiday. Teague can't hit. Indiana's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. And McConnell gets it to go.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Bembry. And Carter has it in the corner. The Hawks working the ball around. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looking to end the run. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. It's good.
just doing the job on the backboard.
Pacers leading by 5. McConnell with it. He has 5. Here's Bitadze. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Carter right side. Good on the bucket. And now just a 3-point Pacer lead. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade. You know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Teague. Carter out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. A lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services, and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Teague, the pass to Carter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Hawks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
And Kevin, this is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
Here's Fernando. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bembry. Misses off the right iron. Indiana leading by 7. Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Johnson. Dish now to McDermott. It's tipped. They get it back. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From 11 feet away, a nice shot by Carter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Outside Lamb. Unloads from 13. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Teague can't hit. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Shoots from 14. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Fernando. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, it'll take more than that to stop Jeff Teague. Just determined to score despite any obstacle.
Pacers leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Back to Holiday. To the left wing. Here's Bitadze, defended by Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Carter picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Pacers have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for McDermott. Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Oladipo in for Jeremy Lamb. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Huerter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
For Holiday after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists now in this one. Young pass to Fernando. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. Young's shot is off.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Young outside. The teardrop falls in. Young's got 7 points.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And there's the pass to Oladipo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Holiday. Over Young. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Outside Collins. He kicks it to Young. It's deflected. 3-on-3. Here's Warren. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Herter. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. His first shot coming late. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got his first points in this one. Pacers leading by 4. And here's Holiday. 6 points for him. Oladipo outside. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Here's Herter. Offline with his 3. And Indiana shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, there is incredible natural strength and control of his body by Victor Oladipo. Nice job.
The Pacers have not shot all that well from the free throw line. 6 of 11. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Aaron Holiday.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The Atlanta shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. That free throw good from Reddish. Here's McConnell. He's got 5. Pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Dishes it to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. Brogdon outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 3. Now Hunter. He's got 7. Young outside. Turner with the steal. Warren the pass to Brogdon. Teardrop shot, and Capella sends it back. Here's Reddish. Brogdon trying to get open. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Warren against Young. Brogdon outside. Passes it to Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
McConnell's standing before, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Here's Warren, and that one is good. Warren's got his first bucket in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Young outside. Three-pointer. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of him.
Now, here's McConnell. He's got 5. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Collins. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now, here's Reddish. He's covered by McConnell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Warren's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Young outside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Indiana. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bembry's checked in. That one misses for Young.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pacers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. McConnell passes to Turner. Brogdon outside. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. Got a hand on it. Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You would make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters. They try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
Well, I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
That free throw good from Reddish.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Here's Teague after the basket by Sabonis. Teague with the ball. And no good.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Pass to Brogdon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Lamb, he's jumped in for the Pacers. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. It's deflected. That one doesn't go. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Indiana trailing here. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. Now, here's Brogdon. Turner trying to free himself up. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Brogdon against Young. Here's Herter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young against Brogdon. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Herter passes to Young. Tries it from the top of the key. They get it back. Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. T.J. Warren picks one up. lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
All free throws good from Capella.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for the Pacers. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And Brogdon, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Brogdon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Inside, Hunter. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Back to Brogdon. Outside Warren. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. To the inside. Stolen by Warren. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, you like how Oladipo leaks out in transition. So aggressive in the open floor, Kev.
The pass to Collins. Here's Herter. He's covered by Warren. Back to Collins. And he makes that one. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Oladipo for 3, and the Pacers another 3.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Young pass to Herter. To the paint, here's Collins, and it's sent back by Turner. Brogdon outside. Pass to Warren. He dishes it to Turner. Indiana moving the ball away. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 6 points for T.J. Warren.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. And take a look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's the Hawks. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
To the middle, here's Capella. No good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Brogdon, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Oladipo outside. Pass to Bitadze. That 3 off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Young from outside. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And he knocks down the first one. The Pacers making a change here. Lamb's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Teague's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Holiday dishes to Warren. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hurd. Pass to Fernando. Over Lamb. The Hawks again can't hit. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
First one falls for him. McDermott's checked in for Warren. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. Oladipo hits them both. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
And that one drops.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Bembry, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's the pass to Reddish. Free throw line jump shot. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fernando, the pass to Reddish. To stop the run. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 16th rebound on the night.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Here's Bembry. Pass to Teague. Here's Fernando. Dedmon kicks to Bembry. Some solid defense there from Lamb.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes to Holiday. Back to Oladipo. That one, no good. Great D that time from Teague. Here's Bembry, guarded by Holiday. From 13, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Outside, Lamb. Teague against Holiday. Pass to Oladipo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Aaron Holiday. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 12. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Folks, let's use this break to see who's leading the league in blocks. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Miles Turner fourth.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Now, here's Reddish. 6 points for him. Outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Teague. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Indiana leading by 12. Now here is Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here's McConnell. Outside Holiday. Over Collins. Misses off the left iron. And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And a wide open look for Lamb. Releases from the wing and drills it. Lamb's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. Hawks shooting just 31% in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. 1:10 left to play in the third. Here's Teague. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And doors for Jeff Teague. He's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision. He cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Teague.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. 1:06 left in the third. Now McConnell. 5 points in the game. Here's Lamb. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 12. Teague with the ball. Kicks to Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. Collins passes to Bembry. Baseline J on the way. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Lamb. And the rejection by Collins. Looking to end his cold spell, but they get it back. Teague, the pass to Bembry. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's the Indiana Pacers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Okay, good patience on your spacing, getting it out, and attacking. Everybody is rebounding. We limit the team to 1 rebound and we push. All right?
GA clearly showing confidence in his defense and his team's transition game.
And the game is more fast-paced nowadays, which is why coaches constantly stress pushing it up the floor once they get the rebound.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bembry out there with Reddish. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 2 to shoot. McConnell. And Capella sends it back. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. A shot by Reddish, no good. Pacers leading by 12. Holiday looking over the floor. Turner finds McConnell. Outside Holiday. The pass to Sabonis. Up top, McConnell. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. The Hawks trail by 12. Reddish the pass to Collins. The dish to Young. With the floater. Basket good. Young's got 20 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Now, here's McConnell. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Reddish. He's guarded by Brogdon. The lead now in single digits. And it's 8 points for Cam Reddish.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
The Pacers making a change here. Warren's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. Here's Collins. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Brogdon outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Passes it to Huerter. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range. Now it's just a 3-point Pacer lead.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Now, here is Young after T.J. Warren's miss. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Young. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Huerter. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And, Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now, here's Warren. Pass to Sabonis. Over Hunter. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Holiday against Young. Here's Collins. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Warren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
But you can't allow T.J. Warren to get this close to the cup. Once you do, you have to foul him.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. When you talk about the quiet producers in the league, T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. Both free throws good from Warren.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
He gets that one. 22 points for Trae Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Locked in the pass to Sabonis. He kicks to Warren. Back to Sabonis. Over Collins. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Warren. And the Pacers lead by 3. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Here's Young. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Now, here's Hunter. The feed to Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Collins, good. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Here's Warren, and the rejection by Collins. Young with no one around. He nails it, and we're tied up. Young's got 25 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Oladipo outside. Back to Turner. Oladipo outside. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Brogdon after the basket by Atlanta. The pass to Oladipo. Floats one. Collins with some nice D.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Sabonis. Dishes it to Oladipo. And they get it. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
Victor Oladipo. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line, they needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Oladipo hits them both. So it's Atlanta now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Kicks it to Collins. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Back to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Passes it to Warren. Just 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away. Good. Nothing but net. Warren's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Here's Herter. And here's Young. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. And he converts the layup.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Young drives in. Outside Collins. Pass to Hunter. Down low. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 13 points in the second half.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Brogdon. Now the pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Warren. Back to Sabonis. Brogdon inside the line, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Pacers lead by 2. The Hawks shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. On its way from Young for 2. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Warren the pass to Turner. Oladipo outside. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oladipo. Big time moment. That's my moment.
Young with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. Good D by Brogdon.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Shot's good by Turner.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Herter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here are the Pacers now. This run now up to 13-2. Brogdon outside. Here's Oladipo. Again, Indiana.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Victor Oladipo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Here's Jones. Off target at the rim. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah.
Oh, the power on that throw down.
convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
It's to Dedmon. Outside Teague. And here is Graham. Three-pointer on the way. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
This went pretty good. We played great together, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.